Okay, my favorite BAC memory would have to be my freshman year when I was playing volleyball for practice, and Coach Hernandez had been really intense about not letting the ball touch the ground, and I had already ran a lot, so I was not wanting to run anymore. And the ball came and I was going for it, but what I didn't realize that the ball cart was right next to me, so I crashed into the ball cart. The ball cart fell on top of me. These people had come in like recently to the gym to tour the school. Everyone in the gym stopped. It was super loud. I heard people laughing, and then I kind of blacked out for a second. And I woke up and people were just staring down at me, and I didn't know what to do. And then I just popped up because I was really embarrassed. I was like, ta-da!
When Colby Fuller showed up to Dickens with only shorts on and nothing to change into, so Miss Morrison had to lend him her pants.
Senior night volleyball, whenever we beat the Woodlands in 5 games, and the student section was cheering us on the entire night.
It was sophomore year in softball, and we had lost our regional game, but me and Jane Perry, we took our big cooler of Gatorade water and we poured it all over Coach Tennis, and let's just say I have never run so fast in my life.
Where Cindy and I dragged an almost breaking desk to study hall, and Cindy was trying to show the study hall teacher that the desk was ready, so she took her hand and she slammed it on the desk, and you hear this loud snap sound. Then Titus comes up, sits in the desk, and the entire desk goes whack.
So at auction, orchestra band needs to play, and we don't have anywhere to practice, so we went in the locker room, and it sounded amazing. Acoustic was so great. So we decided it was a good idea to play on the toilet. So we did, and it's amazing.
Freshman year, we were at a Franklin tournament, and we were trying to get the bus out of the parking lot, and we had to pick up someone's truck and move it to get the bus out of the parking lot.
So junior year, we beat Baytown in basketball, and Coach Harris came in the locker room and spiked a box of chicken nuggets, and they flew everywhere.
When baseball went to state my junior year, and Lubbock Christian killed us.
During freshman year basketball, when I punched that girl from LSA.
One time, me and Haley were on top of the colorful playground, and Christian Grigsby leaned up against a tree, and he was wearing like khaki cargo pants, and a thread caught onto like a bark or something, and so he started walking away, and his pants completely unraveled, and he was like holding them in rags, running away to the bathroom. And then we were just laughing at him, and I think he was crying. And then Miss Brenda had to come get him on her golf cart so he could sit on it and like not have his underwear show everybody.
In 5th grade, we had PE, and we had to go outside and run laps because we always had to do that all the time. Anyways, we were running laps, and it was really, really hot outside. And the sprinklers came on, so we all decided to run around in the sprinklers while the coaches weren't out there. And then they came out and saw us running in the sprinklers, and they made us all line up. And whoever was wet, we had to start running horses for like 3 days after that.
Earlier this year, me and Grant had to go upstairs to the 3rd floor to get some supplies, and then I thought it'd be funny to run downstairs and turn the lights off, and I ran downstairs, turned the lights off, left, and then I realized the door locked from the outside, and I couldn't find keys anywhere, and Grant was locked in the dark on the 3rd floor for like 15 minutes.
Me and Ariel were at lunch, and someone brought cupcakes, and we decided, I don't know how it got started, to do a cupcake fight, and we smashed cupcake and icing all over each other's faces. And Miss Stang got us in trouble, and she like took us to the office, but on her way to the office, she made us say a prayer, and she said we needed to repent, and she wouldn't let us wipe the cupcake off our face. So when we're in the office with Coach Jones, we're just sitting there with cupcake all over our face.
Freshman year, me, Morgan, Ariel, and Jenna were running back to the high school building after lunch in the middle of what we thought was a hurricane. And Jenna Brandon found an umbrella, so she tried to use it, but it was too windy. So me and Morgan went ahead and left her, and we turned back around, and the umbrella inverted in the air, and she was trying to hold on to it, and then it collapsed around her, and she got stuck.
We were on the bus going home from a tournament in volleyball, and we were playing What Are the Odds? And so we asked UNC, what are the odds you'll climb into the top where you keep the luggage? And she lost, so she climbed up into the top, and we were like, oh, Coach Hall, take a picture of us. And so she pulled up Haley's phone, and she took a picture, and the front camera was on because it was dark and it was at night. And so we have a picture of Coach Hall with the front flash.
Was when this kid named Sam Lennon hit barbecue sauce all over the cafeteria, and Mr. Frankovich goes, "Detention, ISS," and he tried to act all cool about it by walking out and kicking a door open, except he missed the handle and broke the glass on the door.
So back in Mr. Vanderbilt's freshman Bible class, he was like reading us some scriptures and stuff, and like I was half asleep, and like while he was reading, his voice cracked, and like I didn't realize what I was doing. I just started laughing, and I made fun of it, like imitated it, and immediately he looked up. He's like, "Who did that?" And I didn't want to say anything. So he's like, "You know what? Since y'all are gonna be disrespectful, we're just not gonna do anything today." Closed his book, and we didn't even do anything in that class that day.
And so my sister was running the bases, and so I went to throw the ball to Taylor Beltray. She missed the catch, and I hit my sister in the butt.
Miss Alt walked into Josh Beatty marrying Madeline Kubicki and Nicholas Coons on the field trip. And the best part was that on the bus ride back, they got separated, and they decided it was a great idea to use their cape to quote-unquote hold hands while on the bus. And they also got sprayed by water at the end.
So it was me and Jordan Greer waiting at half field because Jess was going to kick the ball to us from the other side because we're putting the balls away. And so she's like, "All right, I got this." She gets all set up, ready to kick it, and she misses, falls right on her butt. And me and Jordan Greer start cracking up laughing. It is so funny because she thought she had it.
At Beta last year at convention, me and Caitlin were just walking out of the sketchy stairs, and we were walking to our room, and this dude with a mask just slams the door open and scares us, and Caitlin was about to take the dude out, and the dude was just like, I'm so sorry. And so he took off his mask, and then we were walking, and he brought out his best friend, and Caitlin ended up getting his number.
When Bo and I crashed Coach Penny's wheel into wet cement, and then we had to clean it all with a toothbrush.
I was walking down the stairs with Casey, and we were just casually having a conversation, and I kept talking, and then I looked over and she was gone. It turns out she fell down the stairs.
Is when we rode mules through Yosemite National Park on our sophomore year trip.
Sam Lennon tried to open the lunchroom door with his foot and he missed. It went through the glass and I ran for my life.
In Mr. D's class, whenever someone connected the little pipe on the sinks to both sinks, and I looked over at Cassidy and I told her, "Cassidy, I dare you to turn that sink on," and she reaches over, she turns it on, and water flies up in the air and gets all over 4 of the computers, and we start freaking out trying to pick up all the water, like get it all out of there before Mr. D came back to class, and we did it.
Whenever I was in Math 7, and Alex Tyler was going to prank Miss Champ by hiding in the hoodie box and then jumping out. And we were supposed to give him the signal whenever Miss Champ walked in. So 20 minutes later, we still haven't given him the signal, and then he just jumped out sweating because it was 100 degrees in the hoodie box. But he still scared Miss Champ.
Is when Sam Lennon put a barbecue sauce packet on the lunch table and he smashed it and it went everywhere.
Being accepted as part of the football team in 10th grade. It was really hard work, but I did it with a great group of guys, and I learned a lot of stuff that could never be taught in the class.
First time, everything is weird, and luckily my teacher and Mrs. Glass helped me a lot. She do very nice, and I want to say thanks to her. And also, I appreciate to say thanks to my friends, like Matthews, Amy, who do a lot of things that I will never forget.
My favorite BACS memory was getting to be the athletic trainer for the past 3 years.
In 8th grade, whenever we were in Miss Percy's class, and Quinn just randomly started pretending like he was having a seizure in class, and everyone started laughing, and Miss Percy runs in and starts like screaming at him. He literally shot up so fast, and he was just like, yes ma'am, okay, I'm out the door, I'm sorry. Sorry Quinn, Miss Dinner told me to do this.
Okay, so Trey and I were walking into the athletic center on a really rainy day one time, and I was making a joke about how it'd be really funny if somebody fell down, and as soon as I finished the sentence, I fell down really hard on my butt, and everybody in the 8th period training whatever saw, and it was really bad.